And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. So the Clippers win the tip. So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep break.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So we got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep. That's an aggressive play. Devin Booker up to the rim.
George outside. There's a screen. Lets it go from deep. And Ayton pulls it down. Ball finds Johnson. It's deflected. Here's George. And yep, it's good.
Well, you got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that. And Paul George definitely has the handles.
Paul against Wall. Outside for Booker. And the three off target.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. Back to Wall. Pass to Morris. 6 to shoot. Here's George. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
Now here's Paul. Down low. The kick out to Johnson. Oh, deflected. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Clock at 6. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Look out below.
You got no chance of defending him right there.
After taking Cam Johnson 10th in the 2019 draft, the Timberwolves promptly sent him and Saric to the Suns in exchange for Jared Culver.
Now here's George. Pass to Zubac. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Paul. Lays it up and banks it in. Oh, remember the Suns received heavy criticism for acquiring Johnson in that draft day trade.
BA, I don't know that it was about the players so much as how old Cam Johnson was, and Phoenix maybe trying to explore an upside guy with that high of a pick. Well, feels like the GM knew what he was doing. Cam Johnson's been a huge addition to this team, and his shooting has been remarkable.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Wall against Paul. It's Booker on the wing. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Pass to Morris. George against Paul. 4-3. And they get it back. Doesn't go in. 2 for 4 in this game. Inside. Outside Johnson. No good with the triple.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
And you love how Kawhi has developed this part of his game, just able to find teammates and rack up assists.
Wall against Paul. Outside Johnson. Back to Paul. Oh, Morris with a steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Now here's Wall. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Morris with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Stolen by Ayton. And now the Suns fast break. Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's gotten his second bucket. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. George outside. Leonard outside. From downtown, it's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Clippers on.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Clippers?
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point.
Paul George dunk contest, he's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
Paul passes to Booker. Paul with it. Guarded now by George. Booker for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Jumps up. And the big finish by Wall.
Getting up and finishing with muscle. Love seeing Wall attack the basket with ferocity.
You think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. Nails it from 3. Booker's got 11 points.
And you can count on Booker for some three-point efficiency. He might not take as many as he used to, but still dangerous.
George, a deep 3. And out of bounds. The Suns will take it. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Outside Paul. Outside for Booker. Jacks up a 3. And the Suns get another 3. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brett.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Outside Booker. The 3 is up. Paul passes to Ayton. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight. Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's Paul. The kick out to Johnson. And it's off from three-point range. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Morris can't hit. Phoenix has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
And the basket by Bridges. And the Suns lead by 2.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
George outside. Shot clock at 6. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Standing at 6'4", Wall is a big point guard. That size along with his handles help him operate inside.
After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry. And they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Outside for Booker. Back to Paul. Pass to Ayton. Over George. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Here's Booker. 14 points for him. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Clippers. The Clippers have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Wall against Paul. Wall, the pass to Leonard. Pass to George. From deep. The rebound by Bridges.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. 34 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Shamet. Crowder outside. 23 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Lee. 5 to shoot. Crowder left side. Over Leonard. Oh, Leonard with the block.
That's why they call him the clock. Kawhi getting in there with those massive mitts.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Jackson. Kennard outside. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Kennard's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And that's not gonna go. Okay, Ali, appreciate it.
24. The Clippers, 27.
Through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
We've got Damian Lee. Jay Crowder is out there with Dario Saric. And then it's Landry Shamet. And it's Landale in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. Kennard off the mark there with a 3. The Suns trailing. On the wing, Crowder. Here's Landale, covered by Covington. Landale misses.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Well, I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Back to Lee. Pass to Shamet. Beyond the arc. Phoenix no good that time either. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Crowder, that's good.
Looks like Crowder feels like the green light is all his on that shot.
The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Now Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Landale. Phoenix has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. It's Shamet on the wing. Now Saric. Crowder right side. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. It was their most wins in the season in franchise history, and it just didn't play out that way.
That one drops. He ties it up. The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. Make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
Pass to Lee. Back to Shamet. Here's Lee. It's Shamet on the wing. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. 6 on the shot clock. And Landale gets it to go.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Kennard outside. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Pass to Batum. Kennard outside. They grab their own miss. Batum, pass to Covington. Jackson outside. That three's off the mark. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Here's Landale. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And the Suns lead by 1.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
Jackson outside. Pass to Kennard. And there's the drive. Batum with it to the paint. It's stolen by Saric. Stolen by Jackson. And here's Covington. Ball's going up the court. Here's Kennard. Shoots over Saric. Kicks it out to Jackson. Batum with it. Now Kennard. Puts up a 3. Batum shot is off. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Shamet. Here's Landale. Covington grabs the board. The Clippers trail. Here's Kennard. 3-pointer off the mark.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And the foul called on Luke Kennard. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Nineteen seconds left in the third quarter. Crowder outside, from outside the arc. And they'll get another chance. And out of bounds, the Clippers will take it.
Substitution on the court.
Outside Wall. George outside to stop the drought. That shot, no good. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Suns ahead, leading by a point.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the 1. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
The assist.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Here's Paul. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Booker. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Leonard gets the bucket.
Sometimes tough to get out to that corner, and Kawhi sat there and made the defense stretch out.
Ball against Wall. From deep, Johnson. Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
George, no good.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
To the middle. Here's Wall. Yep, count it. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Assertive play by Wall inside, pushing hard to find himself a shot.
Outside Booker to the inside. And there's Ayton on the assist by Booker.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Wall, the pass to George. Fires from deep. Shot misses. And Phoenix the other way now. It's Booker on the wing. George defending. Pass to Johnson. Back to Booker. Now Johnson. Outside for Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Johnson a screen on George to tie it up. It's rebounded by Zubats. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Looking to get it going. George drives in, and he lays it up and in.
Paul George stepping up big time.
And the foul called on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Clippers on D. They lead by 4. Booker with a screen on Wall. Right side Booker. 6 to shoot.
2 minutes remaining.
4-3. And Ayton with the stuff.
How about a pivotal hoop from DeAndre Ayton?
Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Bridges outside. Johnson passes to Bridges. Back to Johnson. In the air. Good work defensively by Leonard.
That was a clever move to try to lose the defender in midair there, even if he didn't knock down the shot.
Wall. Leonard against Johnson. Now here's Leonard. He's closely guarded. It's good on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Outside Paul. Outside for Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Leonard outside from the arc. The Suns clear it. Leonard against Booker. To take the lead. And so he draws the pen with this game coming down to the wire. They're quick to use their coach's challenge. Asking for a review. This could be a big call.
And even with the coach's challenge in play, personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the official.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He told his players, you know your job. Now just go out and do it. Don't get caught up in the moment. I want you to play with a steady pulse. he understands the emotions can run high at this stage of the game.
Appreciate the report, Allie. George passes to Wall. Back to George. Jacks up a three. The Clippers rebound. Leonard with a screen on Paul. Wall, the pass to Leonard. And the Suns pushing it up now. Paul finds Booker to take the lead. Ooh, offline.
And even with the stakes this high, I wouldn't bet against Booker. He has this shot really dialed in.
So he gets them both, and it's a two-point ball game.
Not easy to keep your focus when there's so much riding on those free throws, but that was excellent work in the clutch.
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie.
be Los Angeles off the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. Back to Leonard. The rebound by Prince.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thanks, David. George. And it's George finishing it off.
PG-13 emphatically throwing that one down. They're not stopping him on that dunk.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Outside, Russell. From deep. He is hauled in by Paul George. Ball against Russell. No good on the shot. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Outside, Wall. And that one, good. Russell with it. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. It's Prince on the wing. Russell looking it over. Here's Edwards. And then jammed down as he goes right over. He beats Zubac.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
It's George on the wing. Driving in. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact. And he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
First team foul.
Tries to keep it alive. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Out to Edwards. He dishes it to Prince. Beyond the arc. Doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Leonard. He trains the quick shot.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here is Russell. Pass to Edwards. Over Wall. Edwards can't hit.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
And stolen by Prince. Lobbed up there for Edwards. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Kicks it out to Prince. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Coming into the league, scouts predicted Prince would be a solid 3-and-D specialist, and they were spot on.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
Now Edwards. Paul George missing from long range. And they take the lead. Prince has got a couple of threes now in the first for Minnesota.
And you know Prince is feeling it when he takes this shot. Love the confidence.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. If you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. 1:06 left to play in the first quarter. From downtown, rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And another three for Minnesota.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Passes to Kennard. They need this. Gobert pulls it in.
And I like the bold move of going right back. Getting to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Russell kicks to Prince. There's the three. No good there.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And here's Leonard from three. It's rebounded by Towns. Here's Edwards into the lane. And Edwards with the stuff.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
The pass to Kennard. That's good. And so Wall with the assist.
And in getting that three to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by Minnesota.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Timberwolves ahead, up 4.
And your Clippers Houston team. All right, fans.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Minnesota?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Leonard and Morris are up in the forward position. Luke Kennard out there with Wall, and it's Zubac in at the 5.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Now here's Wall. Pass to Kennard. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. And they're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help. And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Now here's Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
A superstar who really kind of keeps to himself. Leonard truly leads by example, and it's produced titles.
Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently, neither did the defenders.
Russell passes to Towns. Out to Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Edwards got 10.
The corner three isn't a go-to yet for Edwards, but he was clearly feeling that shot.
Pass to Kennard. There's the triple. That shot, no good. And Minnesota now the other way. Russell against Wall. Edwards dishes to Russell. Edwards looking it over. 5 to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Minnesota gets it back at a new shot clock of 14 seconds.
Towns has excellent size and really long arms, and he uses both to wreak havoc on the offensive board.
Passes it to Kennard. From deep, the long distance three is buried. 9 points in the game so far. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
And it's Prince penetrating. Kennard on the wing. Back the wall. Clippers moving the ball around. Kennard finds Zubac to the inside. Shot's good by Kennard. Kennard's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
Russell with a wide open look. They grab their own miss. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Edwards kicks to Russell. Back to Edwards. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now, here's Kennard. 11 points in the game. Wall passes to Leonard. Back to Wall. And Wall with the slam.
How about that? Wall's been in the league over a decade, and he still got that impressive vertical. Love watching him rise up and throw it down.
Now, here is Russell. Kicks it out to Prince. Back to Russell. Over in the corner, Edwards to stop the run. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Russell passes to Prince. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even. Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
Your Clippers, 24. The Timberwolves, 25.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Minnesota in the lead. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you can tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long. And by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. Paul George is checked in for Kennard. Jackson kicks to George. Connects from three-point range. George has got 7.
With a few 40% seasons from deep, George has become one of the top three-point shooters in the game.
The kick out to Anderson. Deflects the pass. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
The Clippers trail. Jackson looking around. A 3 from George. Jackson. And the second chance effort by Jackson.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
And Jalen Noel picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Now here's Jackson. He kicks to George. From deep three-point range. That doesn't go either for George.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And was maybe a step out of his range.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Now, here's George. 7 points in the game. Back to Jackson. And Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
On defense, Minnesota. The lead is 2. George with the ball. Now by Anderson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin. Get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Here's McLaughlin. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Noel. No good with the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
From deep, George bangs home the trifecta. George has got 8 points in the quarter.
And it's really obvious that George has put a ton of time into improving his handle. I mean, you never know what he's going to do with the ball in his hands, and most times it's pretty good.
The pass to Noel. From past the arc. Here's Anderson. Up and in on the layup.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Jackson kicks to George. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. 14 points for Paul George. Here's McLaughlin. Driving the lane, and he goes in for the dunk.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Trains it from beyond the arc.
The three-point stroke of Robert Covington is really a thing of beauty. You can't let him get loose from the outside. He's dangerous.
Here's McLaughlin. Here's Reed. And the shot is long.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Batum finds Covington. Powell with it. Back to Covington. Here's George, and it's Paul George with the finish.
That was just a sick move by George. He's a legendary schooler when it comes to taking the defense to task.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. Stolen by George. And here we go. Fast break. Powell's got it. Outside Covington. Off target with his 3. Timberwolves trail by 6. Fires it up. Here's McLaughlin. Anderson outside. Passes it to McDaniels. There's the pass to McLaughlin. 4 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Jackson from long range. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Clippers on top as they end the third. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter of what is still anybody's ballgame. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. Powell is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Russell against Powell. Prince, the pass to Russell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
So free throws for Russell. Something we should be saying often for the next decade or more.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Ball's checked in. Los Angeles leading by 7. Dishes it to Leonard. Pass to Kennard. From deep. Rebound, Minnesota. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Kicks it out to Prince. A 3-pointer, no good. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Ball passes to Zubats. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. A 3 from Morris. Buries it from 3-point range. Morris has got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game, Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
Kennard against Prince. The 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Clippers.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
You know something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
Zubats a screen on Prince. And Leonard puts it up from deep 3. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
The drive by Russell. And that one drops.
Big guard, nice handle. D'Angelo can take you a number of ways off the drop.
Morris finds Zubats. Outside, Wall. Kennard for 3. And it's Russell with the rebound. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistic.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
1:53 left in the game. Kennard for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. From the arc. The putback, and there's Gobert putting it right back in.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Edwards against Kennard. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the dunk by Zubats.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Goes up on the wing. Bank shot, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Offensive rebound. From deep 3-point range. He can't get that one. Near the 3-point line, it's Edwards. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Prince outside. It's hauled in by Zubats. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Edwards finds Prince. This one for three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Now Leonard. So the Clippers with the win. Even early up, David. Thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
win. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position. Now here's Paul.
When you're trying to score the ball, the last person you want to see coming at you is Rudy Gobert. Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Here's Edwards. Pass to Towns. Three-pointer. He drops it from range.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Paul. Booker with it. Now here's Paul. And the layup is good off the glass.
Nice pass. Such a weak talent on both ends. That time Booker showing us his vision.
One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
And it's powered home by Towns.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. From deep, Johnson. That one is off. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. It's Edwards on the wing. And Edwards slams it in.
Look at the power of that.
He has to be one of the tops in the game today. There's a screen by Johnson. Paul passes to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
So challenging trying to guard Paul, especially when he's slicing passes through the defense like that.
Paul against Russell. Here's Towns. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And so Towns nails them both.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Now here's Edwards. Out left to the wing. Towns with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Edwards, a pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Paul against Russell. Paul passes to Johnson. Over Towns. Outside Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Clock at 6.
2 minutes.
Over Edwards. They get it again. Bridges outside. Tries again. And he buries his first look.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Pass to Towns. The 3. The Suns clear it. Outside Booker. Drops in the 3.
Oh, the ever-expanding range of Devin Booker, making you pick him up pretty much at half court.
Ball against Russell. Towns down low. He's got 9. That one doesn't drop. And Phoenix the other way now. Bridges passes to Booker. He's off on the layup.
just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Pass to Gobert. Towns for three. Sends it home from three-point land. Towns has got 12 points in the game.
A former #1 pick, Towns is unstoppable when he's on. A polished offensive talent with great size.
Now here's Paul from deep. Johnson. Another three for Phoenix.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Russell against Paul. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. The shot comes out. Johnson against Towns. Up top, Johnson. Booker attacking. Oh, misses the dunk. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter.
And please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Phoenix. And so in the game for the Suns, Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Outside Paul. Outside Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. He's got 6.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Now here's Towns. He's got 12. Can't hit from in close. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
That one drops for him. Paul's gotten his second bucket of the game.
In the paint, Paul always stays nimble. That allows him to make adjustments that needed to beat the D.
Russell to pass to Edwards. And he lays it up and in.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Outside Paul. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Booker finds Bridges. Back to Booker. They swipe it. Russell against Paul. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Outside Paul for 3. And the Suns get another 3.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Outside Edwards. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Edwards has got 6.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Edwards against Booker. And the bucket is good. Give him 8 points now.
Crafty play by Booker inside, navigating to a point-blank look at the basket.
Russell with the ball. And Johnson picks him up defensively. And it's Towns with the power finish.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Now here's Paul. He has 7. Outside for Booker. There's the triple. Goes back up. Pass to Ayton. Outside Johnson. Paul against Edwards. It's good. Paul's got 7 points for the quarter. And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
Now here's Booker. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Aiden. Back to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
When you come out to an NBA game, that's what you want to see. Devin Booker putting on a show.
Edwards, a pass to Russell. The rebound by Devin Booker. Phoenix has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Pass to Bridges. Aiden with it. Fires for 3. Drills it from deep. And now a 7-point Suns lead.
It's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Prince on the attack.
And this is what point guards like Russell are responsible for, setting the table for his guys.
Edwards against Booker. There's a screen by Johnson. Shoots. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play.
The Suns, 33. Fans, let's hear it for the Jabberwockies!
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
We've got Austin Rivers. Kyle Anderson is out there with McDaniels. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Noel in at the 2. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Shots good by Saric.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Pass to Rivers. And that one is hammered home.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
And here are the Suns now, after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Here's Shamet. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Got it.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Here's Rivers. Pass to Noel. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Anderson, no luck on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Landale, back to Crowder. Launches a 3. Kept alive. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
Team foul.
Here's Shamet. Shot clock at 6. And Crowder with the jam.
He just saw an open lane and went on the attack.
Freight train coming. He goes right up with it.
It took Jay Crowder some time to get noticed as a young player. He wasn't widely recruited out of high school. He finally broke out in the last year of college.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Crowder took that big leap forward at Marquette. He was named the Big East Player of the Year, Richard.
Yeah, and even with that recognition, he did go into the second round of the 2012 draft. But it didn't take long to see that he was a well-suited player for this league.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Shamet. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Fast break, Minnesota. Pass to McDaniels. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
On the wing, Crowder. Here's Landale. Reed defending. Here's Lee. No good on the triple.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
McDaniels passes to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go. Neither able to land the knockout blow.
Here's Shamet. Here's Lee. Counted from distance. Lee's got his first 3 points of the game.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Pass to Rivers. Back to Noel. Here's Rivers. Shot clock at 5. It's hauled in by Saric. Phoenix has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Lee into the lane. Here's Crowder. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Crowder's got his second basket.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Here's Noel. It's hauled in by Saric. Phoenix has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Landale. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Nas Reed. The first one falls. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Johnson, he's checked in for Saric. Bridges comes in for Crowder. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Lee. And it's Paul in for Shamet. Here's Edwards into the lane. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Booker for 3. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so, in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint.
How does he do that? Booker absorbs the foul, but stays cool, knocks down the shot.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Phoenix. Now here's Edwards. And stolen by Bridges. Booker for 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Outside Edwards. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Edwards against Booker. Shot is good by Edwards.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Here's Paul. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Pass to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. And there's Paul. That one's good on the assist from Booker. And the Suns lead by 6. Paul against Russell. Inside, here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Man, where's the effort on the defensive end? You gotta play harder than that.
Yeah, these teams have kind of decided to fight this battle on scoring alone. There's not that much intensity on defense.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
The thing I love about Chris Paul is that he is so focused on making his teammates better. Every team would love to have a floor general like that.
Ball hits them both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
And for the Timberwolves, their shooting has been incredible, 72%. Edwards against Booker. Stolen by Ayton. In transition, here come the Suns. Fires the three. No good on the shot. The Timberwolves trail. Edwards, a pass to Russell. The kick out to Edwards. Takes the three. They get it back. Another shot. Here's Gobert. Banked it in off the glass.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
The Suns have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Now here's Paul. And Gobert with a block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Paul.
The crafty Paul is hard to cover. He takes pleasure in toying with the defenders and drawing fouls.
First free throw is good.
At the line for the Suns, Chris Paul.
Paul hits them both. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Russell up top. He's guarded by Paul. And Gobert with the stuff.
Huge bucket from Gobert, answering the call when his team needs it.
The Suns leading. Outside Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Johnson a screen on Edwards. The kick out to Johnson. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stop down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Here's Prince. Pass to Towns. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Phoenix has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Gobert against Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Here's Russell. Uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, with his quick first step, Russell is a difficult guy to check.
Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's foul number 2 for him.
14 foul.
Ayton passes to Bridges. Booker against Edwards. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Clock at 4. Outside Johnson. There's the 3.
And shows hustle and plays hard on defense. Wow. Towns sure knows how to keep his coaches happy.
Left side, Russell. And stolen by Booker. Here's Paul. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. To the paint. Yes!
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
Outside Edwards. Russell against Paul. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
from deep three-point range. No good. So the Suns win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory.
NBA on 2K Sports. Veteran players are well represented, Greg, in this one. And all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center position. And he makes that one.
Well, the form and the touch and the mid-range from DeAndre Ayton. This guy is special.
All with it. Outside, George. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Booker against George. Booker looking around. Off target from three-point range.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Johnson, the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Ayton uses his length to his advantage. No doubt on the dunk.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Clippers. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action, bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
George with the ball. Chris Paul covering. Johnson for three. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Outside Leonard. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And that one drops for him.
But Kawhi Leonard's strength through contact, one of the real problems you've got to deal with as a defender.
Ball against Wall. Booker with a deep three. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Now he's just showing off. With range like that, incredible.
Wall against Paul. Outside, George fires from deep. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, Paul George says, I can answer with my own big-time three-point shot. Go to work, PG.
Here's Paul. Makes it off the glass.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the side.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Now here's Wall. On pass to George, and George with the stuff.
You can see how much John Wall wants to keep his teammates engaged. Puts the pass exactly where it needs to be.
Wall against Paul. Johnson outside. Another three for Phoenix.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Now Wall. And George now top of the key. And George with the stuff.
Well, we've always known Paul George can be a high flyer. Ooh, that was nicely done.
Paul against Wall. Paul dishes to Johnson. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Johnson's got 5 now.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Wall. Out to Morris from past the arc. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
And Ayton throws it down.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
All taking his time here. Here's George. Ball passes to Morris. That comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 5 assists in the game. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Booker with it. Guarded now by Morris. Johnson for 3. That shot is off. Morris against Paul. Morris right side. Leonard kicks to George. Puts up a 3. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Clippers. He got it.
Please give a big round of applause for your Clippers youth dance team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Clippers.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Ball against Booker. Johnson outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall.
John Wall.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Now, here's Bridges. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Inside, Leonard with the steal. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back.
Well, we're talking about a multi-time winner of the Defensive Player of the Year. Huge hands, creates lots of turnovers.
Of course, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. And think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a cost. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
Here's George. The Suns getting the bucket. Back to Leonard. Clock at 4. Over Booker. And it's Leonard missing.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Booker with it. George picks him up. Bridges outside. Paul passes to Booker. The feed to Ayton. And he uses the glass on the layup. Ayton's got the lead up to 3 now for the Suns.
Well, Devin Booker, known as a scorer, but this guy is able to put it on time and on target.
At the elbow, it's George. And stolen by Ayton. It's hauled in by Zubats.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Leonard with the bucket.
Well, Kawhi Leonard getting to his spots, and his hands are up, ready to catch and shoot. Nicely done.
Ball outside. Dishes to Johnson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Left side, Leonard. That ball, nice speed that time from George. That's 7 points for Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard, the size, the strength, the ability to put the ball on the floor. I mean, trying to deal with this guy off a drive is so tough.
And Booker kicks to Johnson. Back to Booker. Stolen by George. One-on-one here. Leonard with the ball. Bridges covering. Bridges with the board. The Suns trailing. Johnson for 3. Here's Ayton. The shot, no good. Los Angeles has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Zubats the pass to Leonard. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Well, once he's in the painted area, you can see the level of aggression goes up for Kawhi Leonard.
Booker outside. Pass to Bridges. Leonard with the steal. To the paint. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, have yourself a night, Paul George. Everything working for him right now.
There's 47 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Ball kicks to Johnson. Booker in the corner. Stolen by George. Down low. It's stolen by Johnson. Bridges passes to Ayton. For Los Angeles, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
What we know about Paul George is he has proven to be an elite force on both ends. He can be a lockdown defender, and boy, can he get cooking offensively.
Now, here's Wall. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them. One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
He gets it up. No good on the last second attempt there. All right, Dave, thank you. And time.
Your Clippers, 31 for Suns, 22.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Batum's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Kennard's shot is off. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 7. Lee dishes to Sharnic. Great tee that time from Batum. L.A. has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Jackson drives in. Here's Kennard. Jackson down low. He's covered by Shamet. And the Clippers miss again. Suns trail by 7. Here's Lee. Off with the layup. The Clippers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Kennard finds Covington. Back to Kennard. Shamet with the steal. And now in transition is Lee. Here we go.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
The Suns shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And both free throws good for Lee. Joris with the officials calling slightly fewer fouls. It seems like we see a more physical game on the floor. What do you think?
I think it's a change for the better, Kevin. Obviously, you want guys to be safe, but the defense must be allowed to do their job.
Just 5 on the clock. The shot's good from Kennard.
Well, Luke Kennard's bread and butter, right? The lethal outside shooter who doesn't need much space.
Here's Shamet. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Lee against Kennard. Here's Landale. And the layup is good.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Now here's Jackson. He's covered by Shamet. Pass to Kennard. kicks to Covington. Back to Kennard. Batum passes to Kennard. Takes the three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Boy, just good heads-up play by Batum. Spots the open man, but delivers it on time and on target.
Doors with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard out with injury. Luke Kennard had to take on a larger role in 21-22.
He did, Kevin, and that was a theme that was consistent across the board for the Clippers. But certainly where Kennard was concerned, they relied on his scoring. And even though he was seeing more defensive pressure, this guy finished with one of the highest three-point percentages in the league.
Shamet the pass to Shark, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
There is a heart and passion that Shark brings to the game every night. Good job initiating contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Covington's shot is off. Suns trail by 8. Charge inside. Covington's there. Count that one. Charge has got 5 points in the quarter. Now here's Jackson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Kennard for 3. Kennard against Lee. At the crossover, and he sinks the layup. Now just a 4-point Clipper lead.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
The pass to Pop. Fires the 3. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
There's Lee with the 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And the 3 off target. Suns trail by 7. Lee kicks to Shamet. Sharge a screen on Jackson. Shamet the pass to Sharge. On the wing, Jackson. Covington wide open. He fires. Drains the three-pointer. Covington's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Covington has put such time and work into that perimeter game. Now the confidence he shoots it with knocks that down. That's beautiful.
And so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one.
And please give a big round of applause for your Clippers Youth Dance Team.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5, home in the paint.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
Ball against Paul. Outside, George. Shot clock at 5. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Back to Paul. Pass to Ayton. Bridges outside. Good ball movement here by the Suns. To the paint. It's stolen by Morris. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. No good. Bridges with some nice defense. Johnson for 3. The rebound by Paul George.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The kick out to Wall. Back to Leonard. Morris passes to Leonard. From deep. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, what makes Kawhi so problematic in the pick and roll? He can do about anything he wants out of it, including keep the basketball.
Paul passes to Booker. Takes a three. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
George looking around. He takes it in. Rebound by the Suns. Bridges left side. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. All against Paul. Now here's George. He's guarded closely. Johnson with the block. Booker outside. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, the offensive game will round into shape over time, and it's absolutely critical that DeAndre Ayton look to score as much as possible.
George against Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And here's George. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. George has got 22 points.
Well, Paul George able to keep that shot high in the air. This is a dangerous long-range bomber.
And Booker kicks to Paul. Fires the three. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's
my goodness. This seems to be the new breed of point guards who can play above the rim, wall finishing with style.
Paul passes to Booker. Beyond the arc. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. George against Booker. 1:15 left here in the fourth quarter. And George kicks to Morris. And Leonard has it in the corner. Here's Wall. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. 6 points for John Wall.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Clippers.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for George.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. For 3. That shot, no good.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Booker with it. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to...
To the best kid of all.
goes to the Clippers. So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at point guard. Now here's Jackson. Zubats' shot is off. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Leonard finds George. Ball stolen. Towns with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. To the middle. Towns can't get it to go.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Zubats passes to Leonard. And Gobert with a block.
A sensational defender. You have to know when Gobert is in the area.
And they recover it. Pass to Prince. Takes a three. It's rebounded by George.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Goes up on the wing. And there's Leonard on the assist by George.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Russell against Jackson. Here's Prince. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
George outside. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
And it's good. 2 points.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
And here's Jackson. Leonard outside. Puts the move on. It's blocked by Gobert. And they get it back. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Greg.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Down low. George passes to Jackson. Knocks down the long J.
You love the balance from Reggie Jackson, generating more power in the catch and shoot.
Here's Russell, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Gobert. No good there. Great D that time from Zubats. The Clippers trail. Here's Leonard with the drive. Here's Morris. Back to Leonard. The three. The shot won't fall. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Tremendous intensity from Gobert. He sees an opening and leaps up for a slam.
Jackson right side. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Fast break, Minnesota. Towns. Nice persistence to tip it back in.
And just so great to see a big man busted up the court like Towns here. I mean, getting into position for the points on the move, wow, incredible.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Leonard. Now Morris. Back to Leonard. The fader. Towns with a rebound.
He just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Morris against Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. And that one's good.
Kawhi is a threat from anywhere. To him, the mid-range is a good scoring option.
Pass to Gobert. With 4 on the clock. It doesn't go for him.
Missed opportunity, wide open for mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
And we've reached the end.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Russell. Here's Edwards. Plenty of space. Gets some space and buries the jumper. Edwards got 6. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
A great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
And Edwards slams it in.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
George's shot is good.
And we talk about George's confidence. When you have that kind of range, you should be confident.
Jackson against Russell. Outside Edwards. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in the game.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves. Recording their 2nd winning season since 2005. Getting on track for future success.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Prince. Here's Towns. Here's Gobert. He's guarded by Zubac. And Gobert with the stuff.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team. I always love the hard work on the glass, just great activity.
Here's Edwards, and he drives in. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Leonard. 3-pointer. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Once a weakness, Leonard's 3-point shot is now a strength, a sharp weapon in his arsenal.
Russell to pass to Edwards. No good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Morris outside. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. Edwards against Leonard. Edwards can't hit. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Zubac with the steal. Hits the close range jumper. A minute 22 left to play in the first half. George against Edwards. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Towns passes to Edwards to halt the run. The Clippers grab the miss.
Wow. Now that's having a highlight reel in your mind. But in reality, it didn't work.
Leonard can't get it to go. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Prince can't hit. Los Angeles has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. George, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Morris on the wing. Back to Jackson. Kicks it to George. Launches it. Anthony Edwards has been on display for
22. The Clippers. 22.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Using all that momentum behind him to finish with power. Gotta love watching him dive toward the rim.
His activity level has made an impact, and he is fearless.
So, on the floor for the Clippers. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Amir Coffey out there with Robert Covington. And it's Batum in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Here's Noel, all sorts of time, and there it is for him.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Outside Wall. Pass to Coffey. From deep. That shot off. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. McDaniels, that's good.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Outside Wall. To the wing, right side. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
Minnesota in the lead. Here's McLaughlin. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. McDaniels inside. Anderson for 3. Pure from three-point range.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now here's Wall. Covington. Will it go? And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Covington's got his first basket.
Inside, Robert doesn't hold back. He does whatever it takes to get his shot off.
On the wing, Noel. Pass to McDaniels. Here's McLaughlin. Back to Daniels. From downtown. Rebound by the Clippers. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Wall, the pass to Batum. Left side, McDaniels. Here's McLaughlin. Now covers. Pass to Noel. To the middle. Here's McLaughlin.
2 minutes.
Kicks it out to Anderson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Now Wall. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Lets it fly. Powell's shot is off for Minnesota. They've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Batum in the post. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Such a creative scorer. Batum can do it inside, from three, really anywhere on the floor.
There's the drive. Kicks it out to Anderson. Let's go with a three. Powell with a steal. Pass to Covington. Now here's Wall. Inside. Coffey can't get it to go. Here's McLaughlin. Wall covering. McLaughlin's shot is good.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
For Los Angeles, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Left side Wall. Here's Covington. That's good from Wall. On the assist from Covington.
The lift still there for Wall. Awesome to see him competing, especially when you remember that serious Achilles injury.
Here's McLaughlin. And stolen by Covington. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Batum gets the bucket.
Willing selfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Here's McLaughlin. Wall covering on the wing. Noel from behind the arc. Fires in the triple. Noel's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
1 second left. That shot missing. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The T-Wolves on top.
Please give a big round of applause for the Pods.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And the Clippers with the ball, trailing by 4. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Minnesota shooting around 50% of the game so far. Russell, the pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. It's blocked by Gobert. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. Leonard for 3. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
3 points.
And here's Minnesota now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Russell, the pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Really showing us what you can get when you put size and creativity together.
Jackson for 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Talk about stepping up. I mean, that is a huge three-pointer.
That's what you have to do. Clutch shots, clutch shooters, they come through in those positions.
Now here's Edwards. On the take, and Edwards slams it in.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. George against Edwards. George outside. Morris for 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists in the game.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
Now here's Gobert. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Zubac. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 since this 4th quarter started. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the 4th. The shot by Towns, no good. Los Angeles has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Here's Morris, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Morris has got 5 points in the quarter.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Pass to Towns. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it.
Los Angeles ball.
The Clippers trail. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
2 minutes.
George, a deep three. And that misses. That would have put him up. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Edwards. Oh, a magnificent rejection. Jackson finds Leonard. Back to Jackson. Kicks it to George to take the lead. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. And the Clippers lead by 2. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers?
What I love, and the coaching staff has to love, is the defense. They've really brought the energy with all these blocks we've seen in this one.
And defensively, they're speeding them up, forcing mistakes, and continuing to come up with steals.
Now here's Leonard. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Throws it down.
Can't help but love the way Leonard plays the game. Stone-faced assassin.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. They need this. And Edwards slams it in.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Now here's Jackson. Zubac's high post. To Leonard. 6 to shoot. It's George on the wing. From deep. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Well, he's been the guy on a few teams. So Paul George is ready for moments like this.
And so he ends up making 2 of 3. And it's a 4-point ball game. So it's Minnesota now. This one for 3. The rebound by Jackson.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
And Edwards slams it in.
And that could really be the game-changing moment.
I agree. What a turn of events.
That could be a 4 to 5 point turnaround. How quickly things change.
Towns for 3. The 3 won't fall. So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. All right, Allie, good stuff.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the And Greg, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man.
Here we go.
Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot.
Taurean Prince had his eyes on the rim the whole way there. Love how aggressive he was there on that drive.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Paul looking around, kicks it out to Booker. Johnson at the elbow. Clock at 6. Back to Booker from downtown. Rebound Minnesota. Outside Edwards. Inside. Here's Gobert. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time, Chris Paul. These guys scoring in a variety of ways. Really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Following the bucket by the Timberwolves. He was all alone on that one.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Outside, Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. All up top to the inside. Towns with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Booker against Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Paul passes to Booker. Down low. Ayton dishes to Booker. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Anthony Edwards. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Booker. Ayton in the corner. 4 on the clock. Kicks it out to Paul. The Suns need to get a shot off. Johnson can't get it to go. Timberwolves leading by 7.
2 minutes remaining.
It's Prince on the wing. He's looking for Russell and finds him. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And the basket by Johnson.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Oh, here's Edwards. A second chance effort. Here's Gobert, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule the goaltender.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Paul kicks to Booker. His 3-pointers off the mark. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
Suns trail by 8. Here he goes. Up again. It's good on the putback.
If Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside. Edwards
against Booker. Edwards inside, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good, Edwards.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Now here's Booker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Johnson, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Booker against Edwards. Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Paul with the three. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team. Here they come.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. And it's Towns missing. Suns trail by 8. Booker the pass to Ayton. Minnesota with the rebound. And stolen by Ayton. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Now, here is Russell. Prince outside. Pass to Edwards. Towns in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Brent, did you have any superstitions when you played in the NBA?
Not so much, Kevin. I really had more routine, and if I got off my routine, I might be a little bit, nervous, but nothing superstitious and nothing that I can recall. A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. You don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Here's Ayton. That one misses. Gobert with the defensive effort. Prince the pass to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. A 12-point game. Kicks it out to Booker. Back to Paul. Three-pointer. Knocks down the 3-ball. Paul's got himself going with the triple. His first basket of the game.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Prince outside. Edwards against Booker. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Edwards passes to Prince. Over Bridges. Off the left rim and out. Suns trail by 9. Pass to Johnson. To the left side wing. Ayton inside. Defended by Towns. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
And Ayton has done such a good job of staying focused and really staying in his lane to make the contributions that he does.
Edwards looking it over and finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Paul kicks to Booker. Back to Paul. Johnson from outside. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Minnesota leading by 10. Outside, Russell driving inside. Lays it up off the glass.
Again, Russell able to dance behind the screen, and once he's able to set you up like that, it's over.
All up top, he's guarded by Russell. Towns with the steal. Prince finds Edwards. There's 1:26 left to play here in the second quarter. Towns with it. He has 6. Here's Gobert, and there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
1:14 left in the first half. Russell dishes to Towns. 6 to shoot. And there's the drive. Can't cash in from close range. Suns trail by 12. Booker the pass to Ayton. And stolen by Russell. It's Prince on the wing. Russell kicks to Prince. Russell passes to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Paul outside. And Johnson now top of the key. Now the pass to Booker. Gobert with
Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
And it's Prince penetrating.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Booker with the screen for Paul. Booker outside. They need this one. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Thank you, David. We'll be back after.
Your son, 14. The Timberwolves, 30.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
Yeah, he knows his role. He's out there to distribute the ball, get his teammates involved. Nice job.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard position.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Now, here's Shamet. He's guarded by Rivers. Shamet the pass to Landale. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Outside, Crowder launches a three, drills it from outside. Crowder's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Now, here's Shamet. He's guarded by Rivers. The kick out to Crowder. Jacks up a 3. That shot misses. The Timberwolves go the other way with it.
And although he's bounced around the league, Austin Rivers has been a valuable role player throughout his career.
Well, there's stuff that you rely upon with Austin in terms of being a pesky defender and just his competitive nature. Yeah, he plays a couple of positions, but it's really that for him to go out and compete, which is something he still does at a high level.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Tough to match up with Kyle Anderson because of how quirky he plays. Changing speeds, plays slow, but sees the floor remarkably well.
Shamet, the pass to Landale. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
There's the drive. Passes it to Noel. And he finishes nicely on the way. Noel's got 4 points in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Charge outside. 5 to shoot. Here's Crowder. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Crowder's got 5 now.
Getting bumped after the shot, no problem for Jay Crowder.
Remaining in the third, 2 minutes.
Anderson kicks to Rivers. Anderson against Sharish. Anderson passes to Noel. Good on the 3-point shot. He has 7.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Shamet up top. He's guarded by Rivers. Crowder the pass to Shamet. Pass to Landale. Back to Shamet. Over Rivers. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Landale with the bucket.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Minnesota leading by 18. Here's Noel. 7 points in the game. It's Anderson with the drive. Kicks it to McDaniels. Back to Anderson. Now here's Rivers. He's guarded closely. Shoots the 3. And Lee pulls it down.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Crowder the pass to Shamet. From deep. The shot misses. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now the feed to Anderson. Pass to Reed. It's Rivers on the wing. Here's Noel. Covered by Lee.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Lee passes to Landale. Second chance shot. Reed with the block. And so it's Minnesota closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. There,
ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in its center. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Booker dishes to Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
Russell kicks to Prince. Back to Russell. It's Prince on the wing. Outside Russell. And there's the pass to Gobert. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. 8 points for Rudy Gobert.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Paul. Plays it up and banks it in.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Ball against Russell. Outside, Towns. Right wing. Three-pointer. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Johnson, a wide open look. It's good from long range. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Still the traditional play of Chris Paul as the point guard, that pass-first DNA. Amazing what he's done when you think back through his entire career.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Johnson with it. Now guarded by Towns. Passes it to Booker. On the wing, Bridges. He dishes it to Ayton. Tries again with 1 on the clock. No good at the rim.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Russell passes to Edwards. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. Trailing by 19. Johnson up top.
2 minutes.
Gobert with the block.
2 minutes.
Edwards against Booker. Edwards kicks to Prince. Nailed from three-point land. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
Well, another thing that has really stood out is just their effort defensively. Active hands, jumping the passing lanes, racking up steals. That's been impressive.
Russell dishes to Prince. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal.
Taurean Prince has such a great motor, and the physical nature of his play, you got to appreciate that aggressiveness.
Taurean Prince.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Suns trail by 21.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Timberwolves.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Anthony Edwards.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And here's Edwards. Prince finds Edwards. To the wing right side. From the arc. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Johnson surveying the floor. Johnson draws the double. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
It'll be a jump ball.
Bridges left side. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
At this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Russell kicks to Prince. Back to Russell. There's the dish to Towns. From deep. And the miss. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A resounding victory. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
Coming out as